A friend of mine went to a business conference in order to make a network connection that he thought would be very valuable to his business. He did end up exchanging phone numbers with this person, however, this sort of fizzled out. The reason for that is A, they lacked organization of their contacts. By the end of 2 months, they didn't even know who each other were. And B, they lacked any relevant contact info other than their phone number.
You see, this problem is not only unique to Arnav's friend, but it also impacts hundreds of thousands, if not millions of business customers and individuals all around the world. And in order to solve the problem of inefficient contact transfer and to improve the organization of contacts, we created iDentity, helping you save time one contact at a time. So here at iDentity, we all perform a multitude of roles, including technology, management, and communications, as well as finance. And here are some of the roles that are outlined on the screen. For reference, my name is Anish Sundar.
My name is Aryan Shah.
I'm Som Desai.
I'm Arnav Simha, and we make up iDentity.
So let me outline the problem. So every single year, 10 billion business cards are printed out by customers and individuals all around the world. And 88% of those business cards are thrown away or even lost in the trash. And what we can conclude from this scenario is two different things. The first is that current contact transfer is inefficient. And second, there is no good way of organizing contacts right now. And on average, people spend up to $200 every single year on business cards. And there is no point of that. By eliminating the use of physical business card transaction and replacing it with an electronic version, we can aim to save these people's money.
So our customer interviews were really helpful for us to iterate iDentity and come up with what iDentity is today. So at first, we just started out with a product that allows quick contract transfer, but we realized that our customers needed a long-term solution. They needed to be able to preserve these contacts and maintain them so this can be valuable in their future. This is why we came up with our folder system. So immediately after you scan the contact, you get sent to a screen where you're shown folders, and you can put the contact right in that folder. And from our second round of interviews, we realized that a freemium business model will be highly beneficial to our customers. And the reason is because of the dedication level of certain business employees. So some business people are not that dedicated and will go to parties here and there, sometimes trying to make connections, and we offer our free model to them because they don't need it as much as the dedicated ones, the dedicated sales and marketing people who go out to every opportunity they get and try to make connections. This is why we offer our premium service to them.
So our solution is a simple web-based application which allows users to scan a simple QR code and they can transfer contact information like this in a matter of 5 seconds. Now another key differentiator with our app is not only are users able to scan and transfer contact information, but they're also able to create folders and separate events to help organize all the contacts and connections they've established. Another big key feature is only one user requires the app, and probably the most important feature is the idea of different personalities. Where, for example, if I went to a party, maybe I don't want to share my business email, maybe I want to share my work email, or sorry, my home email. You can switch between different personalities, and you can choose what you want to share when you want to share it with iDentity.
So this is some of the competition we have. We have Wova and Camcard. Wova is mainly used for conferences where people can create profiles and then share with other people. And then there's Camcard, which is a virtual business card app where two people have to make their own and then they share it with each other. So why are we better? First off, we're free to start. You can make an account and then start sharing. We have contact organization. As explained earlier, let's say you meet somebody and you forget where they're from. If you had folders or some way to organize it, then you'd remember them. We only require one app. That's the problem with these other two companies. Both people sharing information need the app. We allow personalization of data, which means that you can create multiple cards to share. So you want to share like your home address or home with like work people.
So now that Som has explained that in text, let me contextualize it for you. So we have created a simple 3-step process of iDentity. The first step is where you see there's multiple business cards, which includes like multiple personas. Let's say the first business card is for someone who like goes to parties often and wants to give their like personal phone number. And the second business card is for someone who wants to give their work phone number. And once you click on a specific business card, it'll give you to a screen where it auto-generates a QR code, and then you can organize that contact into different folders. So let's do a live example. Let's say your name is John Doe, And this is your first screen that you see on the page. And you click this button all the way at the bottom that shows you the two business cards. Let's say John went to a party where he sees his family friends and another friend that he knows or like remembers but wants to add a contact. He clicks on his first persona, his personal address, and then he auto-generates a QR code. So what the judges can do now is that they can open their camera app and they can zoom in, or from there they can scan that QR code, and then you should get a notification.
Yeah, if you're in the back, feel free to take out your phone as well and make sure to zoom in on the QR code. You should get a notification prompt at the top.
So once you click that notification at the top, it says add John Doe to your contacts, and once you click that, you can get his real address. So once you scan the QR code, you get the person's address. Come to that side as well. So once you get the notification, you get the person's address on your contact. All right, you go back.
So our main target market are sales and marketing professionals and small to medium businesses. When we first started our idea, our product, our main target market was just professionals as a whole. But as we kept on doing customer interviews and surveys, we really realized that this is mainly for small sales and marketing people and small to medium businesses.
And as I talked about previously, this is a freemium business model. And just to highlight some of the features, the free model offers you up to 1 business card, up to 10 scans per month, and there will be ads on the app. And our premium business model is unlimited cards, unlimited scans, and no apps. And again, this is really for those dedicated individuals going out there every day, trying to elevate their business to the next level.
So this is an outline of our costs right here. And so we created our wireframe as Anish demonstrated before. And we plan to release our app somewhere in the middle of April. And we're going to try to test this at places such as TYE and universities around.
This is just an image of our lean canvas. The most important aspect of our lean canvas is the channels of how we're going to distribute our app, and that is like through online marketing, possibly in the future the Apple Store, the Google Play Store, and eventually we want to go to like places like TYE or like Salesforce or other business conferences where like business individuals or like anyone can like actually use this application.
Thank you for listening. I hope you help us and millions save time 1 contact at a time.
Any questions?
Yeah.
Oh, don't want me.
Okay.
So the demo was really cool. I liked it. It worked really good. The question is about your market. I know you mentioned you reiterated and you brought it down to sales and marketing professionals, but all the features that you described were like in social events, you have different personality. I thought that was your differentiator. But then when you change your market segment to sales and marketing, small business professional, how do they tie up?
I think the main thing was, we didn't iterate that clear enough, but the customer target, the main target market is mainly for the premium feature. So we believe the premium feature will be more geared towards sales and marketing professionals. While, everyone can use the free feature, we just wanted to kind of, for our channel strategy or our go-to-launch strategy, we wanted to really differentiate that or narrow that down to kind of help us get off the ground faster.
Also, on a side note, we assume that most like business individuals also want to have like their own personalized business card, because I'm sure that at all times they'll be working. They would want to like socialize or go to some events. So we allow the ability to create your own personalized contact where you can share your personalized phone number as well. But our main target market with our freemium model is the business individuals.
I had a little bit of an existential question on the need in that sense. The people that want to collect contacts, salespeople, marketing people, for example, they are the ones that will likely download the app. What you want is the other person to download the app on their side so that the salespeople can scan, right? And so I think this might be a question plus comment. Maybe you've thought about it already. I think there needs to be a way where one person downloads the app and then the sharing of contacts from that person to the other requires the download of the app on the other side as well. The two-sided piece of it, I don't necessarily think it's a benefit. I think it needs to be a way to go to market. So what's your thoughts on that?
So as of right now, I think that's a great idea that we'll look into. So as of now, the importance of the single app that we mentioned is that, let's say a salesperson has the app and like I don't have the app, I can go and scan that QR code. But what the app specifically does is that once you add a contact, it'll allow you to save the contact into different folders. So let's say I met you at like TyCon, then I can save it into a TyCon folder. So we're assuming that if a salesperson has the app and the other person uses that other person like scans the QR code, they'll eventually like realize that, oh, this is an interesting app, this is a cool app, let me download this as well, so then I can share with another person. So it goes into that trend.
And my comment there would be you need to sort of give the other person a what's in it for me use case, right? Just the coolness of it, or hey, someone did it and I like it, probably may not fly at the mass adoption level. So what is it that you need to provide a hook for the other person to also have to download the app?
Yeah, so the biggest, I think, feature that we have that might, as he previously mentioned, was the file storage and organization. But also, all our contacts update in real time. So for example, if I change my phone number, if I change my email address, with a existing contact, you might not be able to, contact the person if it's 2, 3, 4 months after, or however much after you have it. With this, as the contacts update in real time, we're hoping that more people realize, okay, I can keep in connection with all these individuals even if they change their stuff.
I would just say that
Okay. Maybe one last question.
it's actually a comment. I really like the presentation. However, I thought a lot of this actually LinkedIn already does. So I'm not really sure if there is novelty here. If you're targeting business users, you have to communicate or connect with things like Salesforce because that's where business is happening. So just think about those things. I think it would have been much cooler. Why go through the QR code? Just scan, take a picture of the business card and extract data from there. Like you can save people a step. So in consumer, I work a lot in consumer. 3 steps is not a simple process. 3 steps is 3 steps too many, actually. So like if you think about context, you know where they are using the phone's location, you know what event they're attending, what date and time, you can populate this context. So think more deeply for consumer ideas on how you can eliminate friction, because my experience with consumers are extremely lazy.
Yeah.
They do not want to lift even a finger to tap to a different tab, right? So just think a little more on that.
So we actually thought about that. That's a great point. Thank you for bringing that up. What we thought about is that instead of like generating your own QR code, let's say that everyone has their own unique QR code that they can put on their LinkedIn profile or Facebook profile. So then it's like automatically like linked to LinkedIn or like linked to like Facebook, and then someone can just go to your Facebook profile and then they can scan the QR code. So that's another step that we also looked
All I'm
into.
suggesting is get over the QR code.
I think the main reason we chose QR codes is because like we tried NFC, for example, and it just wasn't very reliable in the sense that when you tap, it works sometimes, it doesn't work sometimes. It's just a surefire way to make sure it never fails on you.
Think about vision. Like vision is working very well for a lot of these applications, right? Like just skip the whole. I have to code it to do something, right? Computer vision, like you had an idea of facial recognition, right? So they could also say, I will give you a printed ticket card, which you could scan, but there's like, skip the whole process, get to what you can do there.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you guys. Thank you.